feels just right. I can't explain it. It feels so simple. Loving always. It feels just right. I can't explain it. It feels so simple. Loving always. It feels just right. I can't explain it. It feels so simple.
Hello everyone, welcome to Badgeskins. In this video we're doing a series of MQB Interior Badgeskins installs. So to start off with, we're doing this OCD power button of death that you see here that everyone's very familiar with. And pretty well the Badgeskin set comes like this. You get 4 of them, and the most popular is the mat. So just like anything else, for every install of Badgeskins, you gotta prep your surface, clean it, use the alcohol wipe and then microfiber cloth to dry it off. Once you've done that, before you do the install on this, you're going to turn on your lights to the park setting. And what that does is actually turn on that light ring for you, so it's easier for you to align the Badgeskins. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to take the masking and the vinyl off of the backing like so. And what you're going to do is that you're just going to eyeball it so that it goes directly in the center. So obviously you can see that the vinyl will actually block the lighting. So this is the best way to install this, is that you just center it, place it down, tack it, and just rub it in, and then peel off the masking at 180 degrees. And it's as simple as that. No more power button icon. That's gonna really affect your OCD if you have it. Alright, so up next for you OCD people is this passenger airbag off light, especially when you're driving alone and don't have a passenger. This is probably the second most annoying thing that I noticed when I got into a MQB platform car. So for this we have the passenger airbag action overlay. So essentially it's just going to cover that up for you, and it's just a nice plain look. But what we're offering now in this option is that we're going to be able to do an emboss of our logo, since this is going into a Golf R. So obviously you've gone through the prep process and cleaned the surface and everything, so I'm not going to go over it again. Most of you guys that have installed Badgeskins have watched some of these how-to videos and probably have heard it 1,000 times. So I'm just going to go ahead with the install. If you are going with the emboss version with the logo, you're going to start off by installing the actual logo first. So peel it back from the backing, and the best way to align this is actually you use the horizontal line of the logo, and you kind of use this passenger part as kind of a guide to how to level it. So as you can see, I have a nice, like, I can tell it's horizontally level by using the letters. And I'm just going to press it down right here. Once that's done, I'll remove the masking. And now that the R logo is down, I'm going to go ahead and install the actual overlay of the passenger airbag section. Same thing, you're going to peel off the backing with the masking and vinyl. Everything's pre-cut for you. There's a window that's cut, so it's nice and easy for you to kind of centralize the Badgeskin. Like so. And then you're just going to tack it down. Give it some good pressure as you go over the logo. That's the first thing you should probably attack. And then after that, just go over the whole area along the sides where it curves a bit. And then you just peel off the masking 180 degrees, and there you go. Now you have a nice overlay with a R logo over it, and no more passenger airbag light. Okay, the next install is going to be a clear protection piece for the start stop button. For some of you that have had this issue or have heard of it, it is known that some of these layers actually chip off, and also becomes a little pointy and kind of sharp, and some people have actually showing that they have cut their finger on it. So if you have a button that's like new and unchipped, the best thing you can do is actually put this protective piece over it. So essentially the Badgeskin set comes like this. It comes with two. I know you can't really see because it is a clear masking with a clear vinyl underneath it, but all you have to do is make sure that you clean the surface like always really well, because this is a button that you're going to touch all the time when you start and stop your car, so there is a lot of oil and stuff on it. But essentially what you're going to do, you're just going to remove the Badgeskin and the masking. It's kind of tough, but you can kind of see the silhouette of the circle, and what you're going to do is you're going to lay it down and center it right in the middle of this button. Like so, and essentially you're just gonna push down in the middle. You can use a fingernail as a squeegee, and you know your car will end up making noises and stuff while you do this. But you're just gonna work from the middle out the best you can. If you see little spots like this that looks like the adhesive hasn't been pressed down, that's where you just kind of keep going over it until you pretty well it kind of disappears on you. So after that's done, you just pull off the masking, and like so, it's done. Alright, so in this section we're going to install the accent piece with a start stop button. And it's pretty simple, but it comes like this in the version 1 and version 2. The version 1 is a thinner one, the version 2 is a thicker one. The only difference is that the appearance of it. So version 2 kind of wraps around the outside of the button a little more, so it looks a little more in depth, but it's up to you what you like. They come in a pair when you order them, so we always have one as a spare. So to start off with, the install is very important with this button that you clean it very well, just because there's a lot of natural oils from it, from your finger pushing on it and stuff like that, so it has to be really squeaky clean. So I would suggest that you wipe this down with some water on a microfiber cloth and just kind of take off any debris and dust and stuff like that. And secondly, with provided alcohol wipe, you would use it and you would really prep the surface well. And if you're getting version 2, I would really suggest that you really get in here on the sides, because it really needs that surface to be cleaned for it to adhere to. So I would really be involved and detailed on how you clean the surface, because all in all it just makes the install a lot better. So once you've done that, obviously you would pat dry or wipe dry the area. You can really hear how clean that is now. So the next step would be taking your Badgeskin and removing it from the backing like that. You know, all you have to do is lay it over top like so. Make sure it's centered in on the flat surface of the button. And all you have to do is just tack it down. Once you're done that, you can remove the masking at 180 degrees. And that's it. It's a very simple install. Go over it one more time with my finger, just make sure that everything is tacked down. And there you go. A red ring accent piece for your start stop button. Okay, so here's version 2. Same thing, clean surface. Remove the Badgeskin from the backing with the masking, like so. And then you're just gonna center it over the button, just like the other one. The only difference is that you're gonna tack this down, and you're gonna try to get a bit of the edges, but it's not going to really stick down because the masking will prevent it. So once you have it tacked down, you're going to pull off the masking at 180 degrees, and now you're going to work the vinyl in. If you want, you can use the masking to protect it, so adhesive side up. I'm just gonna keep working around until you get all of it tacked down and no wrinkles showing. So this is a very easy install. Just takes a little bit more time. So I see a little wrinkle here. And that's it. There you go. Version 2. A little thicker ring, but same effect. Okay, next up is the Itty Bitty R Badgeskin. So here it is right here. Red R. Comes in a pair, one as a spare. So simple as always. Clean, prep, dry, make sure everything's good to go. Then you gotta do the simplest of all things is just remove it from the masking. And the best way to install this is actually you take this and you tack it onto the back of the backing, so it kind of gives you a bit of a handle, I guess you can say, and also allows it to kind of slide on this area, because if you didn't, the adhesive on the masking will kind of get caught on this and it kind of make it a little difficult to install. So more or less all you have to do is move this over to the R badge, center it, and then tack it down. Once you're done, just remove it. There you go. Itty Bitty R. So if you have a GTI or GTD, any of the other ones, same process, just more letters. Okay, for the next one here, it's going to be the steering wheel inlay, and it comes and it looks like this. It comes with a masking to help you install, and it's all pre-cut. So same deal, you gotta clean the surface, really get in here in the crevices, because usually they get pretty dirty. So alcohol wipe, microfiber cloth, super clean, dry it off, and you gotta start off with this install. So this one will take a little bit of time because you gotta be kind of precise. And also for me, I'm gonna be using this vinyl install tool. Obviously not everyone's gonna have one. It makes the job a lot easier, but what you can do is probably use like a toothpick, or you can take an old gift card, cut it out. You gotta have a section that's kind of like a flathead screwdriver, and also you gotta cut it apart. That's kind of like a triangle, I guess, with a point to it. And what you can do is actually just sand down the edges a little bit so it's not so harsh on the vinyl. But those are certain little homemade tools that you can use to install items like this. So pretty well, I'm gonna just start off by, I'm gonna start with the top centerpiece here, and I'm just gonna remove it like that. And you can either try to install it, or you can do what I do. Usually use the material that comes with it and just tack it onto the back of the the backing paper, and then it kind of gives you kind of a handle and something to work with. So the easiest way is kind of just, you can either go below and drag it up lightly until you kind of find that sweet spot, and then you're just going to kind of tack it down. So this is good where you have this kind of flathead screwdriver section, and then for the point, you're going to kind of get in there like that. And that's it, and then you just could remove the masking. So very simple. You gotta repeat the process. Okay, here's the last piece here. Simple. Same process. And just line it up. and tack it down. Here you are, another one done. Okay, for the last one, we're going to do the VW overlay for the VW emblem on the steering wheel. So essentially, here's your Badgeskin. You go through the same process. You gotta clean off the chrome surface, alcohol wipe, and microfiber cloth dry. Now to start off, we're just gonna do what we usually do, is just remove the Badgeskin from the backing, like so. Now the best way to align this is to start off with the bottom of the V, top of the W first, and essentially you're gonna have equal spacing where the chrome is with the vinyl. And then once you have that spacing the way you want it, which is pretty even, that's when you kind of give it the little twist to line up the W and the V properly. So I think I'm pretty happy there. Now you just kind of let it lie, and then what you're going to do is you're going to tack down the center by just giving it a little push, and then you're going to push the arms down on the V and continue with the W, but do not push on the outer ring. So once you get to this point, what you want to do is just kind of tack down just a little bit on the inside edge of the ring. You're not really pushing too hard. It might just get about maybe a millimeter of it tacked down on the inside of the ring. And once you've done that, you remove the masking even though it's not fully tacked down. And just kind of fold it 180 degrees and just kind of give it a pull. Now once you've done this, it's going to expose some of the wrinkles that are here on the ring. So what you can do is you're going to flip the masking around, adhesive side up, and you're going to use it as a protective piece. And what you do is you're going to attack these wrinkles from the inside and the top edge down like this. As you can see, I'm kind of like pushing only on the inside edge of that wrinkle down. And what I do is I just move up and down and force it to the outside, like so, and then it's gone. So once you go around, you find your other wrinkles. Here's one right here on the top around 11 o'clock. I'm just gonna, it's a small one, but I'm just gonna go over it like that. I'm gonna push it down on the inside edge and just go back and forth, and then slowly work my finger to the outer edge to flatten those wrinkles down. Here's another one right here. Same thing. I'm just gonna tack down the inside by pushing down the very point of the wrinkle, and then just work side to side, and kind of like you're literally squeegeeing in the wrinkle down. Same thing here. There's another one I see, and I just gonna tack it down on the inside, and then kind of just squeegee it out. And then I think that's all there is. I'm just gonna go around starting from the inside edge and just working everything out towards the outside edge. And that's how you would get rid of those wrinkles. I know it seems like it's impossible to do, but it actually is very easy if you attack it a certain technique. And that's essentially it right here. Very simple. A little bit of a degree of difficulty, but nothing that you guys can't handle. There you are. VW overlay for the steering wheel. Well, here it is. This is the series of interior Badgeskins overlays for the MQB platform. We went over 7, as you can see. It's not bad. It's an easy install, quick, and it just adds a little bit of detail for the interior of your car. and I'm really happy with how this turned out. So enjoy, guys.
Feels just right, I can't explain it. It feels so simple, loving always. It feels just right, I